lock, stock and barrel. As for Mark Davis, well, he has to claim a victory and then hope Matthew Stevens loses in the match that's currently taking place on the other table against Neil Robertson. And what a start from Trump. Yes, just to remind you of the way the format of this tournament works, the top 4 in the group make the semi-finals, but if you finish 5th, the consolation is that you go into the next group. And so that's the hope for Mark Davis. Trump is playing under slightly less pressure because he knows with 3 wins out of 5 so far, he's guaranteed regardless of being here tomorrow. Of course, he wants to make the playoffs and wants to win the group. And the way he's playing today, I think he's got every chance. He finished off a 3-2 win over Matthew Stevens this morning with 142 total clearance. That's the highest break of the group so far, puts him in line for a £500 bonus. And they also scored very heavily indeed in overcoming Dot in his next match. To be precise, breaks of 40, 67, 100 and 92. Well, the idea was there. Not sure he played it quite that way, but the kiss on the black in the end was very friendly. And now, what an opportunity to win this frame in a single visit. If you're involved in the Championship League, you play an awful lot of frames, and time again over the years we've seen players who might not be in the best of form slip into top form because of this excellent match practice.
29.
And on the evidence of what we've seen here today, maybe Trump is going to be one of them. Well, forcing the black. It looked a bad miss, and it was. Minor consolation for Trump. At least the double kiss has left the cue ball in such a position that Davis has to pot a mid-range red. Nothing certain about this one.
One.
The latest news from Table 1, Neil Robertson has taken the opening frame against Matthew Stevens.
Eight.
Stevens being 1-0 down is good news for Mark Davis, as is this chance. I've got
60.
nothing but admiration for Mark Davis, who's one of a kind. And he really is, you know, because I've been involved in snooker for 25 years now, little over that actually, on the professional tour, covering it from a media standpoint. And in that time, I don't think anyone has ever done what he's done. Basically, start to play his best snooker and achieve his best results when he's approaching the veteran stage.
70.
He turned 41 last August. And for the last 2 or 3 seasons, he's never had it so good.
$24.
He's been a professional since 1991, so that's 23 years now. And he collected almost 1/5 of his total career prize money
25.
last season, around £145,000. And with what he's done here so far in this group, he's got over £100,000 for this season as well. Every credit. For years he was a journeyman. Then all of a sudden started producing some really good form when it mattered. He's currently the world number 14. Achieved his highest ever ranking last year, 12th. And all at an age when most players are in decline.
Mark Davis, 33.
That said, he will be in decline if he continues to miss a lot of browns, a lot of pots of that ilk. So Trump erred on the black. Davis does so on the brown. Thankfully for him, though, it wasn't just the pot that was off, it was also the position as well. Well, the yellow means that Trump can only see one red. And floats it in delightfully. He's a great cueman, he really is. He generates a tremendous amount of cue power as well when he wants to. And I think if you're a Judd Trump fan, and there are many of those, you'll be very encouraged by what you're seeing today.
3. Four. $11. $12.
We talked about the groups and the imponderables. Issues
70.
not decided. Of course, the way the semi-finals work, the player who finishes top of the group plays
18.
the player who finishes 4th, and second and third clash in the other semi-final. And of course that's completely up in the air as well. So the final two group matches in progress
25.
simultaneously, and still plenty of issues to be settled.
26.
I think this frame is on the verge of being settled. Trump 27 ahead, 27 on.
31.
Just the simplest of yellows. And with that,
33.
Davis needs a snooker.
$36. Good trump. 36. The first frame.
Well, not quite as clinical as he was in his previous match, but two scoring visits were sufficient. Judd Trump is on a roll here.